everyone? It is your girl, Gel Beauty 7 here, aka Grace, and I got some new luxury makeup to try out today, girl. So, we got the new Tom Ford concealer. I always get the shade 5WO Tan. So, this is the Tom Ford Traces Soft Matte Concealer. I brought my pot of Nars concealer to compare to this, and I think I brought one other cream concealer. I brought the liquid concealer that they have as well, the shade Illuminate Concealer and the shade 5WO Tan, because that's the shade I wear. And then I got the new Burberry foundation that Trend Move posted online. I saw it, I was like, say less. I actually paid to get it here next day, and I usually pay for that, but I was like, you know, it comes in this cute little bag. You know, I had a nice little box that said Burberry on it or whatever. So this is the foundation. Looks like this is the Burberry Beyond Wear Perfect Matte 24-hour active wear, long-lasting active care, weather protection. Why we needed all that, I don't know. And then I have the original one. I think they're reformulating this one, or they still sell this one on their website. I have the shade 120 in dark warm in the matte glow foundation. So I was going to compare both of these as well as far as formula goes and all of that good stuff. So let's get into it. I'm going to read up on the concealer first because I already got Sephora open. And if you don't look at it for too long, then it'll disappear and then I'll be annoyed. So, like I said, I got 5WO Tan. It's tan skin with olive undertones. And it said it is a skincare infused stick formula designed to hydrate skin while also providing beautiful coverage. It has vitamin E providing antioxidant protection for skin and hyaluronic acid. It says transless soft matte concealer melts a hydrating skincare ingredient with imperfection blurring makeup technology. This formula features hyaluronic acid for fast acting up to 12-hour hydration and spherical, I hope I said that right, powders to ensure silky smooth seamless application for comfortable non-drying wear. And this retails for $60. I was gonna put on the Tom Ford foundation with it initially, but then Trend Move posted, I think it was Wednesday, that Burberry had launched this new foundation. So I was like, we're gonna try this out. So I have the shade 120 Deep Warm, just like I did in the other foundation. We'll see if the colors look the same, because online this color looks darker than that one. But I'm like now seeing the one I really had in that same shade. Oh no, they're pretty much the same shade. So I'm concerned about it being a little bit too light. The swatch to me looks darker on this than it does. I had a darker one initially of the glowy version. I think they're supposed to be reformulating the glowy version. I went on their website and I'm on there now, so we're going to pull up what it says about this foundation. So it says, Discover Beyond Wear Perfecting Matte Foundation, the newest long-lasting liquid foundation with trench protect technology that goes beyond by combining 24-hour active wear, long-lasting active care, and weather protection for a flawless finish that lasts. The new foundation evens out the complexion, blurs the appearance of pores, and helps protect the skin from environmental factors, leaving it smooth with a natural matte finish. Its breathable, lightweight formula allows buildable coverage from medium to full. The ultra-sensory, creamy texture blends seamlessly for all-day stay true color. Inspired by the innovative fabric of the iconic Burberry trench coat, trench protection technology illuminates the same properties, acting as a shield that delivers breathable wear protection, high resistance, and comfort. It creates a thin, water resistant yet breathable film tightly woven by natural organic active ingredients, which acts to protect, mattify, and hydrate the skin. I'm like, The breathable film provides resistance against water, humidity, sweat, and heat. The formula is infused with bamboo powder for instant mattifying action and silk cotton tree flower extract to help rebalance skin, preserving the mattifying properties while providing hydration. I'm like, how to apply. Apply to the center of the face and blend outward using a brush, sponge, or your fingers. Add more layers to seamlessly build coverage. It is a vegan formula that is suitable for all skin types, including sensitive, dermatologically tested, and non-comedogenic, formulated without parabens and D5. Whatever D5 is, I don't know what it is. But yeah, the color online to me looked deeper than it does now that I have it in person. So I think this is actually going to be a little too light, but since it's wintertime, hopefully I can put it off, girl. I don't know. Now, I did not come prepared as usual because I am me. So let me go, you know, wet a sponge and get my life in order, and then we'll be right back. Plus, I need to bring concealer brush to blend out this concealer bit. And then we'll test this concealer. I want to test another cream concealer. I have the Jouer concealer pen, so I want to see how the consistency of that is against this. So I'll probably do that too, girl. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, so I'm concerned about this foundation because, again, y'all saw how light that shade was. And, you know, yeah, she's looking real light. Just broke my nail trying to show that to you. Out. So I'm going to just put on this Nice Dynamite Griffin primer. Sorry, my nail broke up. I'm just trying to get the rough edge off on it. Pay me no mind. Okay. So now that we handled that, put this cute little primer on, have this cute little moment. I usually use like 1 or 2 pumps of this primer. I'm trying to find a palette with a mirror whole place. Because this palette's sitting around me, but all of them don't have mirrors. You know, some people be cut down on cost by not putting in mirrors. So you just have to, pull from the palettes around me to find one that has mirrors. Yeah, but back to this foundation. So I'm concerned about the color, and mind you, I'm in the 120s and still looking too light. So I'm just like, I usually with that shade would mix in that shade, so I'm scared I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this. But we just gonna wear it today, girl, and put on that Jaclyn Hill setting powder that I had to oxidize and makes it deeper so it'll look and match my skin tone a little bit. That's my plan personally. I'm gonna go off camera and do that because it's way over there in the corner and I can't be bothered with getting up to do it. So I would usually use the one around me so that way I wouldn't have to stop filming, but you know that's not that don't work. It's not. So there you go. But you know, whatever, moving on. So we got this primer on. So I'm interested to see how the formula of this foundation is gonna be versus the formula of the one I have now. Because they still sell this one on their website, so I don't know if they just stopped selling it at certain retailers and pulled back from that because maybe they weren't doing as well as they thought they were going to. But I'm gonna start off with the new one on my face and leave a little bit on my hand just so we can, you know, compare it to the old foundation, the old matte glow foundation. Okay, so this one already seems like it's creamier than the original matte one. I remember that one being thicker. This one has a somewhat perfumey smell. I feel like it smells kind of fresh though. It's not like, you know, a heavy perfume like Huda used to do. Till like we yelled at her so much so she got the point to stop. You know, it's not giving that, which is good because, you know, we weren't feeling that. So at least Burberry didn't do that. But you know, all these luxury ones usually have a scent, and then the L'Oreal one has a scent too. What else my phone? I know I brought it in here because I know I wet it. Did you fall on this one? No. Oh, yeah, I'm sitting on it. So that means it's not that wet because it wasn't really like. But let's start blending her out though. Because I don't know how quick it's gonna dry. Yeah, it has a nice like fresh scent to it. I feel like I'm looking a little lighter than I'm supposed to, but you know, again, it's been a long time since I had to buy a Burberry foundation. So I couldn't remember what that shade was. I just went with the shade I had last time, forgetting that the shade I had last time was a little too light. But like I said, we're just gonna make it work and do what we can because I kind of like it. I'm interested in this technology that they say they have. I have to go to the gas station and it was a rainy day today, so I'm hoping it's a rainy day tomorrow. So that way I can like test out these claims of weatherproof and sweatproof and all that. I'm definitely gonna wear it to work. Cause I'll be sweating there on Sunday and see if the sweatproof thing is, you know, really a thing or not. Cause I am definitely intrigued and interested. So I don't feel like it built up too much around the areas I need. Y'all know I need my cheeks to be built up, but I feel like it gave quite the sheer coverage, if you will. And I did do like 2 pumps, so that's just something to keep in mind. So you can see all the darkness on my cheeks here. All of that you can still see on both sides. So all that with 2 pumps, y'all not giving. You know, you're not giving what I need. So I'm gonna pump out the old one and see how I feel about it. Because I like the smell of the new one better. The colors match, so this is the new one right here at the front of my hand. That one. And then that's the old one outside of my hand. As you can see, the colors look pretty similar. So it's not like they changed the color. It just seems like they changed the formula because the older one, the matte glow, feels like it's thicker than this one. So I'm gonna do 2 more pumps and see, you know, if we can build up this coverage to what I want it to be. Because if not, then we're gonna have to see if Tom Ford can save us. Because right now, the Burberry foundation, she's not giving what I need. And you know, for the price they charge, which by the way, I know I didn't say was $60. So $60, I need you to give me more, okay? Because a little concealer from Tom Ford was $60. So it's definitely gonna have to be serving and giving too. But the color match isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be now that I have it here. But it's like, I still feel like it's not perfect as it could be. I feel like I could have got a shade or 2 darker. But like I said, we're just gonna make it work what we got. Because, you know, we ain't got nothing else. So we kind of have a choice. We just gotta make it work. Now we're on to a couple more pumps. And see if we can build up the coverage better. But the initial 2 pumps we're not giving. And for $60, I feel like you need to be giving. So, but this is good because we'll know now if it builds or not. Because, oh god, y'all, I got makeup on my sweater. And it's my first time wearing it. Damn it. It was a cute little outfit. And now it's just ruined with makeup. So I'm going to have to try to wash it after I get done doing this. Something told me to like not wear this. But I want to show off my cute little new outfit. So now it has Burberry foundation on it. That's why you don't wear turtleneck when you're filming, y'all. Okay, yeah, so it's not looking as bad as I thought it was going to. It definitely covered up a good majority of what I wanted to cover up. I can still see this dark spot here, but it's like I'm gonna put concealer on top of all this. So hopefully the concealer can do its job and conceal what the foundation did not conceal. So we'll see in a minute. Hopefully it warms up my skin a little bit better, because right now it's just looking a little lighter. But the good thing is I have on a turtleneck, so it's not like you can tell that, you know, I have on that doesn't match like the rest of my body, because since it's still like winter-esque here in Chicago, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it covered up a good majority of it. So if you can see now, like you can barely see the dark spot right here that I was talking about initially. I mean, you can still see a little bit peeking through, but it's not nearly as bad as it was initially when I first showed it. It looked like I had put on like a sheer layer foundation. I had put on 2 pumps. So this one you definitely have to build a whole lot more if you have the same kind of problems that I do. The formulas on the foundations don't seem the same. This one seems to be a little bit thinner and easy to work with, whereas I remember this one being kind of thick. So it just depends on what you want. If you want a thicker consistency of formula, then you might like this matte glow one. If you want to try the newer one, which so far I'm thinking is lacking on coverage, then I guess you can try that too. So let's get into these concealers now. So I got the Nars Soft Matte. We got the new Tom Ford one, and then I brought the Beaute pen in here just because. So this was $60 as well. So we doing like a $120 face with only 2 products, and we still gotta put the rest of the products on, girl. So I'm just like, So I'm gonna swatch this out of my hand. Okay, so this seems like a thin, smooth consistency, and it seems like it's giving like a little bit of a glow when I swatch it. Kind of like the cream one gives a little bit of glow. I feel like this is giving a little bit of glow. I'll show you in a second. But I'm gonna swatch a couple other concealers next to it. So I got my Beaute pen. It seems like it's a little bit of a thicker consistency, just rubbing it out. And then I have the Nars Soft Matte Pot Concealer. I'm gonna just dip my finger in it. It seems like it's a little bit of a thicker consistency as well. It's matte. The other two seem like they're more of a satin or a luminous finish, if you will. So here's what they look like. So okay, so this is the Tom Ford one. This is the Juvia one, and that's our Nars Soft Matte Pot. Now we're gonna put the Tom Ford one on and see how this goes. Let's get into it. Ooh, it's looking very light. A little bit down here. Y'all know I like to have a bright highlight, and I feel this is definitely giving a bright highlight. For me, it's always hard to find a hard Tom Ford concealer. Like, the foundation is easy. I usually do pretty good with my foundation shade, but it's like when it comes to concealer, I feel like it's hard for me. I don't know why, but I'd be like, I feel like the undertones in his concealer are really weird, so it'd be hard for me to find one. I always end up like with an olive one, because I feel like there's not a yellow one, and then I feel like there's like lots of I guess, pinkish ones, and he doesn't really like have anything yellow, so it's like I have to pick olive or I don't necessarily feel like the color will look like what I want it to look like. So there's that. So anyway, let's blend out this. Wait, no, I brought my, what is this, Tower 28 in here to use. So let me get a cute little brush here and put that on. So I have been liking this better. I know one of y'all was saying you hoped I did. I did. I found one I liked better, a brush to use with it. So the brush I use at home I like better with it than this brush. And once I dug into it a little bit more, I felt like the pigmentation is better. Like, see how the pigmentation looks like much more pigmented now than it did when I initially used it the first time. So it's just one of those products, at least for me, that you have to dig into it for a little bit before you get like the product you want out of it. And the blendability. So it's just something to keep in mind. I do still have the shimmery one and I've hit pan on it, so I'm like, I'm gonna just go ahead and finish that off in the summer. I might leave this one here and just combine them together so that way I can have that like shimmery matte like coloring to it, because that was a little bit red, and since this is a little more like neutral, if you will, I feel like it'll be a nice perfect combination. And plus I can use both of them up and not have to like worry about it. But you know, for right now we just gonna go with this. So y'all know I like to let concealer sit for a little while. That's the only reason I'm doing this, and I just try to use the newest product that I have since, you know, we're sitting here doing this. But so far I'm liking the foundation. Okay, it's sitting on the skin nicely. It does feel mattifying to me. For sure, I don't necessarily feel the hydration that they're speaking of, but I definitely feel like it is like a matte foundation. And I haven't even put like any powders or anything on, but it feels matte. Like it feels matte on the face. Y'all excited because my Muse Beauty palette showed up this week. So when I get done with this video, I'm actually going to film that. Right now we're going to blend out this concealer though. So it doesn't seem like it's one that, you know, is going to dry up if you don't blend fast enough. It's blending out nicely and smoothly, even though I let it sit for a little bit. So I'm liking that. I'm still not liking the fact that foundation on my sweater, but you know, gotta work what we got, girl. Gotta work what we got. So now I'm gonna take the brush and blend this concealer. The only thing is, I noticed like when I tried to get in the true inner corner of my eye right here where I'm putting the brush right now, like the concealer would not blend there. I don't know what was going on with that and why it wouldn't blend there. I wasn't necessarily a fan of that though, because I'm like, you should blend everywhere, not just, you know. Oh wait, it looks like it's giving me a little trouble trying to blend it out now. On the cheeks, I'm having to like work a little harder than I expected to. So maybe don't leave it sitting for a few minutes, because I feel like it's not necessarily going to blend like I wanted to blend because I let it sit there for a little bit. So. And that's what I wanted to check on and see. That's why sometimes I like blend stuff on camera, because like we want to see if it's going to blend easily after you let it sit there for a while. So I'm feeling like on at least the right side it wasn't blending as easily as it is on this left side. So I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, it's definitely giving a luminous finish. I don't feel like it did that much coverage though, so to me this might be one I have to put underneath and then later on put one on top. Like I would put this underneath, and then when it comes time for me to use a liquid on top, I would use the, you know, the radiant one on top. Let me swatch it next to this one to see as far as the fact I'll swatch it in front of it. So yeah, obviously the cream one looks like it's giving more coverage. I mean, you could probably build up the the liquid one's giving more coverage. I feel like you can build up the cream one, but I feel like it's easier to build up a liquid than it is the cream, because I feel like a cream would look more cakey than a liquid, as weird as that is. At least in my opinion, it does on me. So in the future, when I use this, I'm going to put this on top. We're supposed to be testing this concealer out on its own, so that's what I'm going to do. I kind of want to put another layer underneath here just to see if it's buildable, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, y'all, so I ended up being one of those people that was blessed enough to get the, what do you call it, foundation? The sorry, not foundation. I'm gonna put a little bit down here too, just because I'm feeling like it. Yeah, dark spot is really bothering me, and the concealer is not giving. Anyway, I ended up getting the new Kylie perfume before it's supposed to come out, and as you can see, I've been loving it because half of mine is gone. So when the sale comes, I will definitely be getting a full size one. If you don't want me to talk about it unless you know what's going on with it, you can comment down below and I can tell y'all about the notes of it in my experience. with it, so you can have an idea before the sale comes if you're interested in getting it or not, because it comes out March the 21st. But I'm like, I'm gonna just wait till the sale to get a full size one, because I got plenty of other Kylie perfumes I know I can wear, and I just don't want to, you know, spend that kind of coin, because I'm actually buy the $100 one, and I don't buy the $100 one. I'll just buy a $25 one to keep it moving, but I'm actually going to buy the $100 one because I like it that much. So I'm like, on the other hand, look at the under eyes looking with this, like, it's just giving that I'm glowing from within situation going on, so I'm here for it. Sorry, but yeah, like, if you want to hear my thoughts on it, because one of my friends tell me it smells really nice. Now, I'm not that great when it comes to reviewing perfumes, so don't expect like a whole lot. Y'all saw when I did like my best fragrances of 2022, how that worked out. So it's like, I'm not a pro at it, but if you want some information on it, I can, you know, provide some as far as the scent and the wear time and that type of stuff. Oh, I forgot to swatch the Rim Beauty one alongside these. My bad, because I have it, so I figured we'd swatch it. It's giving more of a soft matte finish, like the what is it, the Nars one, not necessarily like the Jouer ones that give more of that luminous satinish looking finish to it. So that's it right there, that really bright one. I like ones like this to put underneath my eyes when I first put on my makeup. I put on my primer, then I put one like this on there to brighten underneath and try and give like, I guess, a color correcting type vibe, if you will. So that's what I would use that one for, and that's usually what I use it for. I used it underneath before I start putting on my makeup. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with this time forward one too, just because like I don't feel like it gives enough coverage for what I like, and I prefer to do a cream and then go in with a liquid on top. So when I use it, I use this one and then I use the cream one on top. So in the future, that's what I'll be doing. But like I said, for the video, we're trying to test it out, so that's what we're doing now. Here's my powder. So underneath the eyes, y'all know the drill. We're gonna put this LYS powder underneath the eyes. Let me get my cute little powder brush here and start patting this underneath the eyes for us to set. Then I'm gonna go off camera and set the foundation, because I'm feeling like it's not necessarily going to match my face that well. I mean, it's doing better than I expected it to, but I want to put the Jacqueline powder on top, because I know it'll darken it up and make it look closer to my actual skin tone versus what we're going with right now. So I'm going to go up camera and do that, and then I'll come back and show you how the full face looks when I get done with the full face. I'm using all the newer products that I have though, so I'm going to use what is it? I have the new Milk Makeup setting spray that I'm going to be using on my face today, and then I got I think that might be the only other new thing I have. Don't quote me. But I just want to set something on camera for you all to see. Since I'm not going to set the face on camera, I figured we could at least set the concealer on camera so you can see how everything is looking. Or at least the concealer is looking. I feel like it's looking a little, I don't know, the lighter than I would like it to. And then it's not really giving the coverage that I want either. So it's kind of like, if you don't have like a lot of dark circles underneath your eyes, or a lot of acne scars or hyperpigmentation trying to cover up, it might be a good concealer for you. But so far it's looking like it's just going to be something for me to underpaint with before I put on my true concealer, because it's not giving any sort of coverage, in my personal opinion, to where I think it's worth it. But that's just a me thing. If you like a light coverage concealer, I feel like it's to be good for you. If you don't, sis, this ain't it. So this will be looking like underneath the eyes and the places I set the concealer. I'm gonna go off camera and set the rest of my face, and I'll come back and let you see it, and then I'll check with y'all in the night. Okay, girl? Okay. So I've returned now that the face is fully done. But as you can see, I did the Muse palette from Cosmic Brushes eye look before I came back. So this is what we're working with. I'd say I think the face looks nice. The powder definitely made it more of my skin tone, because it's a little bit too light. So this is definitely what I'd more likely have to wear in the winter time and in the summertime, because if it doesn't match me now and we're only in spring, imagine summertime it would probably be 10 times worse, and I have to do a whole bunch of stuff to ain't gonna make it work. And we know how many foundations I have, so that's just not necessary to do, so I'm not going to. But you know, it looks pretty nice. The concealer worked out pretty nicely once I got the rest of my base products on and pushed the powder into the skin and made it look more natural and skin-like. So I'm liking that a little bit better. I still think I would use it as like a underpainting concealer and then put the like cream one on top, just because it still to me isn't giving enough coverage. I can see the dark spots over here and all that, and I usually use concealer to cover what doesn't get covered by the foundation. So the fact that it didn't do that. But I have been color correcting lately, and I didn't color correct today, so I'll probably color correct this one next week when I try it, and then we'll see how well that goes. But it's what we're working with. It's been on my face for what time? Been on my face for like 2 hours now, because I started filming, I'm pretty sure at 8:30, and it's 10:30 now, so plan on for a couple hours. I will check in with you all later on. We'll see how it goes. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, so I've returned. It's what the face is looking like. I'd say it actually held up quite well, all things considering. I did take a nap for a while, which is why it looks oily. I did go out in weather conditions to see how it would work in the weather conditions. Like it said, it was snowing here in Chicago today. I know it's snowing in March. Chicago's ridiculous. Pay no attention to my eyes. I had planned to do more eye looks. I had took like a little break or whatever, and was laying in the bed relaxing. Then my son was like, "Mommy, it's snowing," and I was like, "Ah, let's go." So I'm like, okay, so we had to get up and go. So that's why there's no eyeshadow on. I had a cute little blue moment on, but you know, I just took it off, and now my eyes look crazy. So the concealer to me is not that great. Like, as you can see, there's lots of darkness showing underneath the eyes. But in all fairness, I had done 4 eye looks today, and I had to constantly change the lid, but that didn't have anything to do with the under eye. This is just one that I don't recommend for the price point. If you don't have dark circles like I do, then it might be a good thing for you. But because I have dark circles and don't get enough sleep, this is not the concealer for me. I need something that gives more coverage, and it gives a light coverage to me, and I'm not feeling light coverage, honey. We try to go full glam, full on in. So this is one, like I told you all before, I would put underneath, and then I would put a cream on top of it to get the extra coverage I need, because it's definitely lacking when it comes to coverage. And for $60, I need coverage, and it's not giving. It gives a nice little, you know, brightness and a nice little soft matte moment. It looks nice at the end, but it's like, you know, it's just